I'm currently set up at the wonderful Cotton Tree Caravan Park here at Maroochydore on the Sunshine Coast, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to show you guys on how I use some of our products that we make that may be interesting, or maybe give you an idea as to what you could possibly do next time you guys set up with caravanning. So I'm about to give you a bit of a tour of our setup, and I'm hopeful that you'll get something good out of it. So starting for which, we have a rollout awning. We've gone for maximum undercover area to spread out and have plenty of room. I've actually just pulled one annex wall out and put that on the rear. Now, when we first moved in here a couple of weeks ago, of course, we had another van behind us, and that was their annex aerial directly behind us. So it did a couple of things for us. It gave us a little bit of privacy. The water is actually facing behind this, and the wind comes in off the water, so it helped to keep the wind down. It also gives us a little bit of privacy. So I've just grabbed one annex wall. So just when you're on an annex, doesn't mean you have to set up an annex every time. Just grab one wall, two walls. But what we've also done here to extend our roof, we've used a beer garden. So this is one of our fly extension products that we offer. And this one's about 2 meters in width. But as you can see, what it's done, it's almost essentially doubled the width of this awning space for us. And it just means we can spread right out into it. So off the beer garden, I've used just a Shade Master PVC screen. That screen itself would normally feed off the awning, as typically people use their screens, but I've also adapted it so we can take it off those poles of the porch structure, the beer garden structure, to extend that shade out. So that's been a great addition. What we've used here is just another little piece of material that gives us some protection of sun in the morning, and then I just fold it back during the day to let that breeze come through, and it becomes really comfortable with lots of air passing through. Now, we make all these great products, but not forgetting, there's also room for some cheap ones too. So we actually used a Chinese wall here, and this is sitting here on the end. And what we've managed to do here is we have our normal porch coming off. So I've used the structure of this porch and the structure of the beer garden, and just by fluke actually, the sizing was really much the same. So I was able to use the infrastructure of the post here, pull this one down, and it's offered us heaps more shaded area, and also a little bit of privacy from the street, which, you know, we don't want to cut ourselves off, but at the same time, a little bit of privacy never goes astray. We have here what we call the veranda. The veranda is essentially the porch section and this front A-frame porch together. We call it the veranda. And what this is giving us is just this front, shade cover, which keeps the sun off in the afternoon. This particular site, in the afternoon, the sun comes straight in really low and can cut right back into this fridge. So the porch helps to keep us dry, but also keep the sun back for a little while. And then all I've done is found some other shades that actually come off my four-wheel drive, would you believe? And I'll show you what I've done, because you might get a hint out of it, you might like it. You'll see here, I've just got a standard Oki strap that I've hooked up through my ropes here. And what this allows me to do is just to bring this shade out. I can pull it up onto the Oki strap, and that holds that as a sail. I'll do the same on this side. Brings that down. That also hooks up to the Oki strap as well. And all of a sudden, I have a shade area that is keeping me private, but that afternoon sun is totally belted out. So don't forget, you can use your shades in all these different ways to maximise your cover. These are Shade Master privacy screens. We can make them for awnings, we can make them for fly extensions. They're really cool. If you do have a broader setup like we have here, where we actually have multiple pole structures going on to hold the flies out, I went through and I've used coloured electrical tape on my poles just to mark what poles go in what area. And I've done that across different aspects. There's yellow there, there's green here, there's black here. And what that does is just helps me quickly identify what poles go where, to make that set up a lot quicker. So a little hint for you. As you can see, now that we've doubled the size of this awning with the beer garden, I now have my original slab totally available to walk in and out from, access the fridge. And even when there is a chair here at the table, there's still plenty of room behind it. So if your sites allow you to do it, go out with a beer garden, have one made up. We can do it so it feeds into the awning. We can also do it so it zips onto like an annex wall. If you happen to drop your annex wall here and you want to keep that in place, we can zip a beer fly off, and you'll love it. It's really good. But that's just a bit of our setup here at Cotton Tree 2019, and I thought you'd be interested to see what we do. Might give you some ideas. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.